Right, time now for Media Watch with James Creedon. Good evening, James.
Good evening.
Now, we start with the online buzz over the cancellation of Europe's largest and oldest flea market in Lille.
That's right, 900-year-old flea market. It was only cancelled one other time in history, and that was during the Nazi occupation in France. So a lot of people are very upset about this. It is over the high terror alert at the moment. Lille Braderie, the biggest flea market in Europe, cancelled amid security fears. A lot of different websites around the world have picked up on it. The mayor of Lille, the former presidential she was in the running for the Socialist Party ticket last time around. Martine Aubry, former minister, she made the announcement, and she seemed in fact quite emotional as she made it. She said this is a really painful decision. It's known in fact
heart-wrenching, she said.
Yes, because I think it shows the extent to which life is being sort of put on hold.
Disrupted
because of the security threat. Now, it's known for moules frites, as you'll also see in, for example, Brussels, the north of France and Belgium, known for the tradition of mussels. And actually, there's a tradition every year, something like, I don't know, is it 4 tons of mussels are eaten in about 2 days during this flea market that takes over the entire city. And you have seen such as this one that you won't be seeing this year. Some people using wordplay in the French language, make love, not war, but faites l'amour, pas la guerre, is make love, not war in French. Faites la mule, make mussels, not war. In any case, I think that's an appeal just to not cancel it. I suppose some people are really upset about that. Others saying, I would not have cancelled the Braderie de Lille. I would have used that slogan instead, Faites la mule, pas la guerre. Others, again, saying it was a bad decision. We are, I suppose, ceding to the terror threat. The last time this happened was during the German occupation. And there was even a sort of an ironic tongue-in-cheek hashtag doing the rounds of French Twitter. You also cancel something. And one person decided to cancel Donald Trump. Another person decided to cancel the return to school in September. Others saying, well, what about the final of the Euro Championships? No one cancelled that.
Right.
And that was also a potential target for terrorists.
Of course.
So it shows the dilemma that the authorities are in. You don't want to prevent life from continuing, but of course you don't want to be caught in retrospect, knowing perhaps that there was a threat and not having done something.
And that they could have done something. Well, can't please everybody,
That's
I guess. Well, let's stay with the French flea markets. And a lost masterpiece was found in a market in Sarrebourg. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes,
Sarrebourg?
in the east of France.
Apologies.
And this is, I suppose, what makes people go to flea markets and love them, the fact that you could kind of unearth a little hidden gem or a treasure.
Yeah, I love them.
And I do too. Maria Crowned by an Angel is the piece of art here. Now, it was by a German artist, Albrecht Dürer. I'll give you a sort of an enlarged version of it. It was selling for a couple of euros at this flea market, unearthed by a French archaeologist who noticed it, realised, hold on a minute, and has actually made a donation of it to a museum in Stuttgart, I believe. So there you go. It was painted or engraved in 1520. It's still in very good condition. I suppose, unfortunately, people in Lille won't be having a chance to unearth those little gems this year, but hopefully next year.
Priceless artifacts and gems and whatnot. Well, let's move on to something completely different. Politics, a disastrous week for the Republican presidential nominee, Donald Trump. You've collected some of the bad buzz surrounding.
I mean, it's really been wall-to-wall bad buzz for Donald Trump this week, and a lot of the headlines on a Friday are talking about his terrible week, his disastrous week. The polling, for example, really bad. Several polls came out yesterday showing that he's trailing in 3 key battleground states, Michigan, Pennsylvania and New Hampshire. You can see the figures there. Hillary Clinton ahead by 9, 11 and 17%. So he'll have to do a lot of, groundwork to make up that gap. Also, young voters, those under 30, he's polling, according to one poll, 4th. Way behind.
Oh, wow.
So young voters just really abandoning him. This came out today. A former CIA chief who said he's never been a member of the Democratic or Republican parties, but he is coming out publicly to endorse Clinton because he says Donald Trump is an unwitting agent of Vladimir Putin. What else have we seen? This is a tongue-in-cheek headline. The DNC, that's the Democratic National Committee headquarters, mobbed by Republicans, refugees seeking asylum. Now, that's in a reference to headlines we've been seeing about certain Republican, I suppose mainstream Republicans, maybe regretting the fact that Donald Trump is now the candidate for their party. He's dangerously insane, according to, well, the Washington Post, it's worth pointing out, they've been banned from any of his rallies, so they're not necessarily going to put up positive headlines. But on the flip side, I just want to quickly point this out. There is a film that you can get free online that has had 2 million views in a week. Clinton cash. Now, this is also extremely damaging for Hillary Clinton, suggesting that the Clinton Foundation, that there's been cash flowing through that, that has seen basically for-profit companies, cash being diverted to them, and then the Clintons being rewarded with six-figure speaking fees. It's very, very damaging for Bill and Hillary Clinton. So a very divided nation.
Indeed.
On both sides, people saying the other candidate is just, they can't vote for them.
Okay, James, thanks very much for that. James Creedon there with this evening's Media Watch.